relationships. There are different and diverse kinds of ships that we are all involved in. So whether it's a friendship, whether it's a companionship, it's a relationship, whatever kind of ship it is, if it is not taking you anywhere, you should abandon that ship before it carry you go where you don't know. Because when you arrive at the place you don't know, you might not like exactly. You will do things you don't know, and you will most likely lose yourself. All right, you will not even know who you are anymore. Now, so I'll take it up from there. I said that you should probably abandon ship. Now, I remember one of the services that we held this month. So I'll be doing like a lot of recap and takeouts. That service that Chelsea was really vibrating. That was the service about situationships, right? And I remember somebody mentioning or asking a question about praying, like, okay, what do you do? Like, you have prayed, you have done this, and I wanted to say it that day, but I just had to leave it to not cause trouble. But the honest truth is, prayer is not going to do for you what you are supposed to do for yourself. There are some things that prayer will do, and there are some things that you are supposed to do because God has done his part already. He has given you the sense. You already know. Something in you already knows that this ship, if they carry me go where I don't know. You are now praying that God should help you steer the ship to where you want. When, and taking it up from last week's service, red flags, all right? They are, at every point, you can already see it. It's obvious to you. You can see that this ship is taking me to where I don't know. But you want to decide to pray the ship into where you want it to where you want it to go. It doesn't work that way. Life does not work that way. All right. So, let me take a cue from our senior pastor, Dr. Chris, and let me give you 6 signs that you are not ready for a new ship. Because our theme today is new ship, new me. But let's pause before we talk about that new ship, right? Because many times we are too eager to jump ship. So you move from this ship, and then the next thing is you want to jump into another ship. For those of you that follow BB Ninja, I remember this last season that before this new one, there was one particular very famous ship like that. One very famous ship. The person name start with one Ima. I don't know, it's not this Emmanuel, but there was one Imaru's ship, and there were a lot of supporters until the ship capsized on national TV. And when your ship is not sturdy enough, when that ship does not have the right materials that built it, it would, no matter how beautiful it looks, like the Titanic, it is going to capsize. A little leak can capsize your ship. So I'm saying, because we're going to do an internal review this morning. So whether it's a friendship, there are times you have to leave certain friendships. Let's be very real. There are times you have to abandon some certain kind of friendships. Like, you know what? I don't think we are headed in the same direction. I don't think this person is, there's a word they used to say, matching my energy, all right? So there are times you have to abandon ship. But very quickly, let's do 6 signs you're not ready for a new ship. All right? Number 1, you think that a new ship will make you happy. So if you think that, let me just move from here to another ship, and then I'm going to be happy, that alone is a pointer that you are not ready yet for a new ship. Because you need to be happy as a person. Your happiness cannot be dependent on somebody else, because that person himself has his own or her own other issues, or life is happening to that other person also. So, and as long as your happiness is dependent on somebody else, you will most likely probably never be a happy person. Genuinely, you will probably never experience happiness. So if you think that jumping or moving to a new ship would make you happy or make you a happy person, It's a pointer that, you know what, when you abandon that wrong ship, don't even jump into another ship yet. Just relax, right, and chill. Another sign, real quick, is if you think that that new ship will fix all your problems. So it already even shows you are joining the ship for a wrong reason. So the ship is tag problem solving ship, right? Fix all my problem, fix it, fix Mr. Fix it or Miss Fix it. So if you think that a new ship is going to automatically fix all your problems, will suddenly overnight disappear, it's a sign that you are not ready for a new ship. A third sign is if you need someone to make your life worth living. You feel like you need someone to make life worth living. Like, so if you don't join a ship, you feel like there's no purpose. So why am I here? All right. I mean, look, social media is doing a lot to us and to our generation, and we need to be very, very careful. It's some people intentionally just go, today I want to pepper all the single people, and that's the essence of that content. They will just go and snap photo, and sometimes, like, I don't want to mention John's name. I did not mention John's name, but the status will just be like bead, pin, 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 and everything is picture. I'm like, uncle, what's going on? And that's all right. But if you now look at John's status, John that is genuinely a happy soul, and you're looking at his status, and you are now feeling like, I need somebody to be shipping with like this, so that, I will have a reason to wake up. When you used to say things like, you cannot eat when something's happening to you, I don't know, you are probably not hungry at all. If you experience hunger, nobody will teach you. You will eat. All right. So, I mean, of course, we understand love and emotions and how those things can happen. But it's a very big and important pointer. If you feel like you need somebody to make life worth living for, it's a sign that you probably should be alone. You have no business being in a relationship. Even if it's a friendship. I mean, I have friends that are very close, but I cannot be like, okay, so if I lose this friendship, then I don't have anything to live for again. It doesn't even make sense. Like, just hearing itself, it doesn't make sense. All right. So if you feel that way, it's a sign that you probably, you're not ready for a new ship. Number 4, you spend all your time wishing for a relationship. You spend all your time thinking about and wishing for it. So it means you don't even have anything that you do anymore. You're just sitting down like, all these people. You people should not worry now. God when? Don't worry, my time is coming. When is my turn? I will pepper. You will not rest. Some people will wake up and be like, today there's no sleeping. You people are not resting. I've come to give you hot. If you're that kind of person that, I mean, it's all right to sit and, itemize the kind of marriage you want to be, the kind of partner you want to be with, and pray about it. It's all right to do all that, to know that. But when all you do is you spend all your time sitting down and, like all these Z-World movies, you're just saying saga and somebody, you're just dancing and in your mind. And before you know it, 2 hours, for like 2 hours, you are just thinking, and you have married already. If you're already in Dubai, and that's all you spend your time doing. I don't want to know the kind of quality of life you would have. It's a sign that you are probably not even ready for a relationship. Because when you get into relationships, you realize that they are really tasking. This relationship that we make look beautiful to you guys, it requires a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. It's not as rosy as it all appears from the outside. All right. Another pointer number 5, right, is you are not over your ex yet. It's very, very important though. There are a lot of people that, and by this I'm not talking about a length of time. I'm not going to prescribe time. But when you are over, you know you are over. When you have healed, you know you have healed. There are a lot of wounded people jumping ship and jumping into another ship. So you are entering the ship wounded already, and they will wound you more. It's natural. There are kind of people that, do you know that sometimes wounded souls attract? So you've been wounded, you have past experiences. You would naturally just somehow, for as long as you are wounded, keep on attracting the same kind of energy or attracting the same kind of people that will only wound you more. Because you are not whole. You are not a... How many of you know that predators, not predator energy drink, predators recognize prey? The guys know this very... Guys, predators, they recognize prey. A hunter recognizes the hunted. Why is Samuel hiding his face? I don't know. But, predator recognizes prey. There is a way that when you are not healed, there is a way that energy speaks to the wrong kind of person. They know that, look, I can easily enter this person, and they will enter you. They will enter you if you too are looking to jump into another ship. And so it's important to take the time to heal. Be sure that you've gotten over before you, even if it's a friendship. At the point in my life, I think sometime like last year, I lost some kind of friendships, and it was personally, those were friendships I had invested a lot in. Like, a lot in. These were people like I felt like are for life. And I lost it. And if that was my reason for leaving, then there will be no living anymore. It was painful. It is painful. There are some kind of friendships you lose, and it's very painful. Look, the one you intentionally leave, that one is painful, but you still know you made the decision. The one that they made the decision for you, like they just left you. You just looked around and they don't carry you go where you don't know, and only you did there. They don't leave you. It's more painful. However, you have to be very quick not to replace. There's this like replacement mentality. So let me quickly replace and now show you. You don't just want to replace. You want to show the person that, look, I'm better off. I'm not where you guys left me, but I'm in a better place and all that. You need to be very careful. Be sure that you have already healed. Now, point number what are we? 6. Okay, I just wanted to be sure we're following. Point number 6. I'm about to shake a table. But if you are willing to do anything for your partner, it is a sign that you are maybe not ready for a new ship. Yes, if you are willing to do absolutely anything and everything for somebody, it can be a danger sign that, look, maybe there are things that are not right. Now, how do we mean? Look, I'm not talking of love and, so there's this, I can do anything for you, all those things that guys used to tell babes when they're like trying to check them. You people know all those things you people used to do. Yes, because some of us is scripture. We just got. I don't know too. I don't even know how to do it. I don't have all those packaging. But people like John, if you need to know, you can meet John after the service. John is a natural. You can meet Matthew. You can meet Samuel. Those guys, they have it. It's inbuilt. It's inbuilt. But all those things, right? Now, of course, there's love in its purest form, the kind that can actually do anything. But love will not do any negative thing. That's something you need to be very particular about. At the point where, so things like the guy says, so maybe you guys have agreed like no sex until marriage or, nothing. And then the guy now says, if you truly love me, we've agreed we are going to marry. So if you truly if you know that you love me, we have to do this thing. Now, let's not say you now do it. You did it for love. You did it for your partner. Do you think that is a positive thing? Is that something you can come stand in front of the altar and share testimony that, you know what, you guys know what I did for love this week? Somebody's laughing. Just imagine it play out. I just say, you don't want to know what I did for love this week. I did not want him. So I might not be able to define all these things, but you know, there are some certain things that somebody or a partner or a friend demands of you that you know that this thing is not right. I mean, you truly, genuinely care about the person, but if the person really cares about you, should the person be asking you for things that the person knows you will not agree to, or you do not like, or is wrong or harmful to you? You need to think about those kind of things and define. So it's probably a sign that if you, before they even come to ask, you are already willing to do anything, it's a sign, or it can be a pointer to the fact that you're not ready. I need to run because time is fast spent. So like I said, fine, you might want a new ship, but are you ready for it? Ask yourself that question. Am I ready for a new ship? I mean, the theme is new ship, new me, but I actually think it should be new me, new ship. And I'll tell you why. Because if you're just jumping ship and jumping into another ship, and you yourself, you have not gone through any process of renewal, you have not healed, nothing. So it's the same you. As a matter of fact, it's not the same you that entered the first ship that entered the next ship, because it's a depreciated version of you. Some things have gone out of you. Relationships, like I will always say, are very tasking. They are very demanding, and they take a lot out of you. Sometimes you just, even when you are married, sometimes you just need time to breathe. I'm telling you, it's fact. Sometimes you will need time. Like, you know what? I want to breathe. I need air. We have seen each other too much. You know, if that happens in marriage, how much more in relation? Because in marriage, you don't even have a choice. You are supposed and expected to do all those things. Now, so my question is, or should I say, like I said, a new ship, a new me comes before a new ship, right? Luke 5:33 to 38 speaks about you do not pour new wine into old wineskins. And in this situation, you are the wineskin, right? And the new wine is new ship, right? It's the new, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a new ship. But you yourself, ask yourself, are you ready for it? Because if you read that scripture, it goes ahead to speak. I mean, I just said that so that you will not think I did not have any Bible scripture to share. It says that if you pour the new wine into old wineskin, what is going to happen is the process of fermentation would set in. And when wine ferments, it puts the wineskin under pressure, all right? And like I said, every relationship comes with pressure. So it puts it under pressure. And if that skin, because it's old, it doesn't have the capacity to stretch. It doesn't have the capacity to adjust anymore. What is going to happen is it's going to burst. And then both you, right, which is the wineskin, and the new wine, which is your new ship, both of them are wasted. Both of them are damaged. All right. So my question is, before you desire a new ship, are you renewed yourself? Have you gone through the process of renewal? Have you let go of things that, or are you still holding on to baggages? All right. What are the kind of baggages that we hold on to? You learn from your past relationships. Look, even if you think your ex or those friends that left you were completely 100% at fault, guess what? You would, if you are a truly real person, you'll realize that there is 1, 2, or 3 ways that you also contributed. That's why it's called a relationship, a friendship. When, you know, Amos 3:3 or 33, whatever, I don't know, 3:33 or 33 says that can two walk together except they be agreed. And so if you guys eventually arrive where you don't know, for this same fact that you went along in the journey, you also contributed. Because you could have stopped that ship at any point in its journey. You could have said, you know what, hold on. Can we realign? Are we going towards, are we headed in the same direction? Do we have the same destination in mind? We need to adjust course. Any ship, I mean, we call it a ship. Any ship that is on water, you would notice that adjustments are always made, because it's very easy to go off course. All right, the winds blow, and it's not road like there's line and you can see where it's water. If you know how to swim and you are swimming in an ocean, you can start here before you know it. Maybe you are swimming in this direction, water will just carry you go where you don't know, and before you know it, you are facing somewhere else. And that's the beauty of the theme that we picked this month. And it's to show you that, you know, that winds and all of, they are external factors, they are not internal factors. They are not within the ship, they are external factors. So I mean, you can get yourself right and the partner or the friendship right. But the external factors, Nigeria will happen to you. Lagos will happen to that ship. It's natural. Some of my closest friends now, we talk like once in 3 months. And the talk is, guy, how far? This one, that one. We smile for like 2 minutes. And we're gone. But guess what? Because we've built, we know what we have. Nobody is seeing. See, all those friends, I'll be like, you're not even used to call somebody. You're not used to. Me and you cannot be friends. Because you're only encouraging me not to even call you more again. Because I'm just like, okay, it's fine. I will not even go the direction of you. Why do you not call me? It not concern me. If you feel this way and you feel like we don't have enough between us for there to be a reason or to understand, then it means that you're probably not the right kind of person I should be spending my time with, or that should matter to me. But before I go away, I mean, that's it. A lot of things can take you off course. Before I go off course, what I was talking about, all right, is look at yourself. Okay, what are the things that, in what ways did I contribute? So focus on yourself. In what ways did I contribute to the capsizing of this last ship? Whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship. What are the things that I need to change to prepare? Look, because you know what? The next ship actually can have the potential, right, to be the right ship. But if you enter as the wrong you will end up corrupting that ship that is supposedly good, and it will capsize again. It's not swear. It is process, and it will happen. A wrong version of you cannot fit into a right ship. So what you should do, and that is why, you know, it's also advised to match the energy of the person you're getting into a ship with. The person also needs to be hearing the same kind of things that you're hearing. The person needs to be preparing the same way you are preparing. You enter relationships are not 50-50. 50-50 does not work. It's 100-100. So if I am 100 and I am coming into, so that's why, remember I said you cannot be dependent on someone else for your happiness. You can't be having to live for somebody. So 100 already, you are healed. You're not still carrying pain, because that's how you get into a new relationship, and then the person does something and just reminds you, deja vu, of the last ship, what the person did, and before you know it, you are accusing the person of something that looks like, and it might not even be. You know, you do not have trust. You have a huge distrust. Suddenly you are checking WhatsApp messages and checking this, and you are all over the place. The wrong version of you will ruin the right ship. So this morning, let's rearrange. All right? It's new me before a new ship. So look at yourself. Even if you are currently in a ship, there are adjustments, and there are always adjustments to be made. You can easily get off course, and it will not even be your fault. It's just going to be life happening to you. All right? But look at your ship. Make sure that even when you are driving, that is why there's something called alignment for those of us that, you know, if a car is out of alignment, it appears like you are going straight, but before you know, you're already veering off course little by little. And guess what? Because you're in the car, many times you don't even notice that is happening. And that's why you also need to listen to people. What are people saying? What are the right kind of people saying? That's very important about this ship. Do they think that we are headed? So have accountability partners. I mean, so like I said, I just came to recap basically everything that has been said in this month. Because if you leave, or if we walk out of this month and we walk into new ships and there are no new me's, we will have this conversation again. We would be in like another 3 months having to have this conversation again. So the HYPP Church, as we are seated here, some of us are in ships, some of us are in relationships, some of us are in friendships. I want to believe nobody is in situationships anymore. You've defined it. But whatever kind of ship that you might be on, make sure that there is a new you in that ship. And make sure also that the partner or the person in that friendship or relationship is headed in the same direction as you, has the same mentality. And we trust God that with these few words of mine, all right, we are going to be seeing a new hype church with new me's. Praise God. Praise God.